Hey guys, welcome to SolidWorks 2003. Just a little recap on the files that are used here. So if we go to New, you'll see that we have three main types of part files. We have part files, which are individual pieces that we're going to make. And yes, you can have multiple body parts where you have one you split in half. So let's say if it's a complex curve and you need to match up exactly, or for weldment, or for things that are never going to come apart, like an overmold or things like that. Those would be done here in the part file. From the part file, we can take multiple parts together, or parts and assemblies, and put those into an assembly. So now we have a collection of things that are related to each other. And then we can take either part files or assembly files, or both, and put them into drawings to make our 2D views where we can have our dimensions and all that stuff. So our multi-views, our sections, auxiliary views, whatever, isometrics, there in the drawing view. So those are our three main file types. One thing to make sure of when you're working with your files is that you keep them organized. So if it's working on a project, put them into a folder where everything for that project goes. And then make sure you know what you're going to call your files before you start working on the project. Because once you take the part file and you stick it in the assembly, if you rename the part file, the assembly's not going to be able to find it. It's going to have to go back and look, and you're going to have to re-link it together. If you delete that part file, the assembly's not going to be able to find it, so it's not going to be there anymore for you to work with. So you want to make sure that you don't delete the files, that you keep them organized and kind of put them in the place where you want them to be at that time. So I usually like to just all my files for a project go into one folder. If it's a really big project, then you might have a kind of a parent folder, and under that one you might have subfolders for different things, either different sub-assemblies. I've seen some people that do a folder for parts, a subfolder for assemblies, and a folder for drawings. I don't really like that because you can sort based on the type to kind of break that apart. So I usually just stick them all into one folder for that project. So that's it for that.